Hello everybody. How you doing? You thinking about becoming a truck driver? Well, I got some information for you. You will need to start looking for trucking schools in your area and figure out which one you would like to attend. You have truck driving schools that bring you on board, and you're going to be taught on how to pass your exam to get your CDL. Or you could take the option of going to the DMV yourself and do the exam, and they will give you the study material when you go to the DMV. Or I think you might be able to find it online. If you decide to go to trucking school, that will bring you on board so that they can teach you. They're going to cover materials such as air brakes. You're going to need to know your air brake system. If you do decide to go with a trucking school that will bring you on board and teach you material that you need to know, such as air brakes, that's going to last a few days. They will give you a few days to get to learn the material before you get to take the exam. Usually you do the exam there, or they'll take you to the DMV so that you can do the exam. And then after you pass, you will be learning pre-trip. You're going to be learning your backings. You're going to need to learn how to do your maneuvers. Now, the pre-trip consists of learning the engine compartment, learning the coupling system, learning the front and the back of the trailer. You're going to need to know these things because you will be tested and you need to pass. So you need to remember words like cracked, bent, or broken. You need to know all nuts and bolts are present and tight. You need to know abrasions, bubbles, cuts, and dry rot. Those are some words that you need to start studying now, because you're going to need them for different components and different parts to the semi and the trailer. You're going to be tested on your backings and your maneuvers. But don't worry, because you should have great trainers that are going to teach you along the way. Usually you'll have about 2 weeks with trainers to prepare yourself to be tested. Some of the backings you're going to learn offset, alley dock, and straight line backing is one of the most important ones to get down pat. Because when you're going to these truck stops and you're going to these warehouses and you need to back, those are perfect maneuvers to get you on your way. So straight line backing is actually pretty simple when you're doing straight line backing. I have a suggestion to remember, because I'm not sure. You're going to meet trainers. You're going to meet different trainers, and they're all going to have their different techniques. Just keep in mind, don't overthink it, because when you're doing straight line backing, all you're focusing on is going straight. You're either going straight forward or straight back, keeping it straight. But you want to make sure you're hitting your maneuvers right. And so when you're going back, I've got my hand on the steering wheel, right? When you're going back, you want to keep this motion going. You want to hit it, boom, 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 boom. And that's how you're going to keep your trailer and the tractor straight along together. Just keep that in mind when you are accelerating, or when you're going backwards, when you're going in reverse, to keep in mind this motion like that, boom, boom, because it will work for you, and you'll get the feel, and you'll see the movements, Because your trailer, you're going to start seeing your trailer turn this way, and then you want to get it back into position. Then you're going to see it go turn that way, and then you want to get it back into position. So this movement is going to help it. Boom. Boom. Okay. Okay, so let's name a few truck driving schools to consider. We have CR England. CR England is a pretty good school to go to. You might be there for 2 to 3 weeks. After you finish, they'll bring you on with a trainer. And then you have to go through phases. You have to go through courses to complete. You have to go through hours to complete before you can move on to the next step. And then there's trucking schools like CRST, there's PAM Transport, there's Prime Inc., there's Swift, you got Night Transportation, you got Expo Logistics. So there's a few trucking schools out there. And these are trucking companies that are paid, okay? They're paid. So you have trucking schools, though, that you can go to, like Roadmaster. That's what it is, Roadmaster. You can go to Roadmaster. What they'll do is they'll bring you on board. You have to pay for your licensing and your permits and everything, and your DOT physical. You're gonna need your DOT physical. That's right. And yeah, these trucking schools, they bring you on. And then they can send you off to a trucking company after you have completed the schooling with them. So CR England is a trucking company that has a schooling, and also is a trucking company. So you passed CDL training, right? You got your CDL permit. You are ready to go. Now it's time to get your CDL license, honey. They're going to send you on the road with a trainer. As I was saying a little bit earlier, they're going to send you on the road with a trainer. And that's when you're going to have to complete hours and courses. You're going to have some tasks to complete before you either do teaming or solo, depending on the company. Because there's companies, right after you're done with the trainer, they want you to team. Okay? They are going to want you to team. But then you do have companies that would just want you to go on a road with a trainer, get your skills, get your mind right. And then you get the option to go solo. So, going on a road with a trainer, be prepared. Be mentally and physically prepared. I was about to say repaired. Be prepared, okay? Because it is tough starting out. But of course, that works for pretty much everything. You got to get in the routine. You got to get in practice of what you're going to be doing on a daily basis. So, of course, being a truck driver, there's rules and obligations that you have to abide by, right? Driving. Don't think that you can drive any sort of hours that you want to. Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. I got photobombed or video bombed or whatever you want to call it. So what was I saying? So we're talking about going on the road for trainer. We're talking about rules, hours, your hours of operations. Yes. So you have to drive 14 hours. Well, not drive. Sorry. You get about 14 hours that you get to use for the day. But you're only allowed to drive for 11 hours. Okay? So the rest of the time used, that's left on your clock usually is at the stores that you go to when you're delivering the product. And when you're going to the warehouses, you'll need to put yourself on off duty. Like you'll learn those things too. You need to know sleep birth, you need to know off duty, on duty, and driving. Those are your statuses that you need to become familiar with. So you're on the road with your trainer. Get ready to learn so much. You're going to be going to different truck stops. You're going to be traveling, okay? And you know what? It's pretty fun. You go to these truck stops and you get rewards. You'll get a card where you get rewards and points, and you get to use it to buy food and what they have at the truck stops for you. And some of the truck stops, they might have like Wendy's, or you got McDonald's, Subway. A lot of them have Subway. Be ready for that. Be ready to eat Subway all the time. And Arby's. But yeah, you get to fuel up, right, with your company card. You have your company card, you fuel up, and then you use the rewards card from the truck stop. And then you get that's how you get your rewards from fueling. And of course, the company is paying for the fueling. So you get to use those points towards buying food or whatever you need inside the truck stop. And don't forget that you can use it, okay? Some of those restaurants inside will let you use those reward points to buy food. So some of the trucking, I keep saying trucking, some of the truck stops that are around, there's Love's truck stop is my favorite one. The majority of the Love's truck stops that I've been to are very clean. I like going there because you earn unlimited showers. And of course, we want to shower as much as we can when we are out there busting we are busting our butts. That's what we're going to call it. So that we can get to our destination and make this money, okay? What's another good one? You have, I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's not coming to me. Flying J. Their chicken wings, I don't know if you guys eat chicken wings. Their chicken wings and their meatloaf is so good. When I tell you, it's so good. But they also have the reward system going there as well. And remember that, you got the TA. The TA is another popular one. And these truck stops, some of the truck stops don't, but, well, the location, but they have a laundry facility for you to use. So when you shut down, okay, that's another term that you need to come familiar with. When you're shut down, that means that you're done for the day. You are shut down. Or you could be shut down to be in sleep birth. Or you could be shut down to be off duty. But you're shut down, and that's when you can use your time to do laundry, to do whatever you need to do, whatever you need to get done, And of course, you want to make sure you get your rest. Rest is it's going to become very important in this industry. So be prepared for that. So yeah, I would say Love's it's my favorite truck stop to go to. I wish they had Chick-fil-A, but in some of these truck stops. So don't get um, don't expect much when you go to these truck stops. So you know what I did when I was trucking? I cook my own food most of the time. I sure did. I brought me one of those microwaves that have different options where you get to like air fry and bake and stuff. And I got me an instant pot. Yes, comes in handy. Make you some pasta and some rice. Oh yeah, and make sure you have a one of those power inverters. Yeah. Now some of these trucking companies, they will install it for you, depending on which company you go with, or you can get it yourself. They do have them at the truck stops. The power inverters. Make sure you get. You're gonna need a lot of watts on it. Yeah, I mean, some of these companies will provide a refrigerator, but I mean, if you want a refrigerator, you can put a refrigerator in there. You got your microwave, your laptop, you know, and then you could at the truck stops you can go on Wi-Fi. Okay, you know, you could on your downtime, or when you shut down, you can go ahead and watch your Netflix and your Hulu. So it's definitely a fun experience, you know, just traveling all over and going to different truck stops, and you know, it's pretty fun. I suggest getting you a really good headset. See this headset I got on right now? I got this from Love's. Get yourself, invest in a headset, a good one. Because at first I bought one of those cheap ones. I think it was like $80 or something like that. But the thing is, the headset, see how this one is nice and thick, you know? You can see you got good stability there, you know? The first one that I bought, the ring, right, was really thin. And there was a time, because you be on the move, okay? You be on the move, like boom, boom. And so, you know, you're rushing, and it's like, okay, I need to grab my headset, put it on real quick, right? You put it on. There's times when I'll put it on, and this one time I was rushing. I put the headset on, and it's thin, right? The first one I bought. I put it on, and then it snapped, like, like this part right here to the headset, like, bent over and snapped, so couldn't use that anymore. Like, you know, I mean, you see the string, it was just tacky. I was like, you know what? No, I need to invest in something like this. This one cost me about, it was like $200 and something, going on $300. That's how much I got for this one. And I really do like this, the print. So, but you'll see it. They should still have it in the truck stops. And I got this from Love's. But I like this headset. I personally like this headset. This is what the side looks like. And then you could put this up and down, adjust it how you want to. You could turn it like that how you want to. And then you hold this button to turn it on. Boom. Okay. So yes, get you a headset, a decent headset like this, boom. Be like that. But I'm gonna put it up. I mean, I'm not talking through it, so. But I just turned it off, so I turned it back off. So you see what it looks like when it turns on. And boom, there you go. What else? And of course, you want to make sure that you have bedding for your mattress inside the tractor, which is called the sleeper berth. The sleeper berth. No, I'm sorry, the sleeper berth. The sleeper. The sleeper. Where you're going to be sleeping on your mattress. Make sure you have, decent, a comforter package going on with your mattress. And I would suggest getting like a mattress pad. That's what I did. I got a mattress pad to get, a little extra comfort because you've been driving all day. Okay. You want to get some comfort for yourself. And cleaning supplies, make sure you have cleaning supplies. One of my trainers, because I've actually jumped around some companies and finally was satisfied with one. But one of my trainers, he would sweep the floors, and then there would be times when he'll use Windex. And rub the floors, scrub it off with the Windex, and then use baby wipes. Baby wipes to scrub the floors. So, and it worked, and it was nice and shiny. I was like, what? You would have thought a cleaning service came up in there. But yeah, definitely worked. So, but I actually used that too. When I was solo and driving, I definitely that was useful. It was a good tip to clean the floors. So yeah, you thinking about becoming a truck driver, huh? Well, oh, you know what? So you get to go over the road, right? There's also, these are the different types of accounts. You got your over the road account. You got dedicated account. A dedicated account is when you go to a few states around where you're stationed. If that makes sense, right? And then there's regional, because dedicated is kind of like a regional, account, but they have their differences. That's why I didn't want to throw a regional in there. I didn't want to be like, oh, dedicated is it's pretty much a regional now. There's their differences, because dedicated, you get to make more money. Regional, you'll go a few states, right? It's a regional account. You go to a few states, but you'll be back and forth. You should be able to complete a trip in one day and get back home. And then there's local. You got your local accounts. Now, most of the local accounts, you unload. Most of them. So, that's another thing. Keep in mind, your dedicated accounts and your local accounts are usually the ones that you're going to unload. When you're going over the road and when you're doing your regionals, most of the time, you're not going to be unloading. So, keep that in mind, too. So if you looked at my other videos, I actually, well, let me tell you a little bit about me. So I got into trucking school, and I went completed completed my training with my trainer. You know, I passed, and then that's another thing too. There was three of us. There was actually three of us when I was over the road with a trainer. There was two students, including me, right, and the trainer. So there's three of us taking turns. Yep. And that sleeper that we were in had 3 beds, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Yep. But anyway, where was I going with this? Yes, I remember. So I finished training with my trainer over the road. I was over the road for 3 months. About 3 months I was over the road. And then I decided that, you know, I didn't want a team anymore. And then unfortunately, when I did team. After I was done with the trainer, I did team. And the person that I was paired with, we couldn't really communicate well because this person had an accent. And when I requested a teammate, because how am I supposed to work with someone? And I'm not, trying to make, this person feel offended or anything, but it's like I can't really communicate with you. And how are we supposed to work together as a team when I can't? I'm sorry. So I requested another teammate. I did. And they couldn't find me one right away. So that gave me the option to start looking elsewhere. And then that's when I found out that I can be solo. And I did. I became solo. That's when I realized that, you know what? I really didn't want a team. But, I would if I had a good teammate. Because you're constantly running and boom, 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 Between the both of us, we get like 5,000 miles, Boom, we good. And then, sure, it would be nice to have company. But then again, you got your headset, okay? You got your headset. You can talk to people while you're driving, Talk to your friends, talk to your family, You good. That's another thing too. You don't have to worry about being lonely, Remember that you're not alone, Just call somebody. So yes, I did solo, guys. And guess what? I went on the Dollar General account. Yes, I did. I went on the Dollar General account. And the Dollar General account, you unload. Yes. I did that for over 6 months. You unload the merchandise. You have to unload the rotainers and the U-bolts. My God. That was crazy. And I'm a female too, guys. I'm a female. And I had the best trainer. I trained for 4 weeks before I went on my own for Dollar General. If you guys are thinking about doing Dollar General, I trained for 4 weeks, and I had the best trainer. Shout out if you ever get to watch this. Shout out to my trainer. You taught me very well. Yes, because of course you want to do things properly so you don't hurt yourself. Okay. Shoot, unloading. I'm trying to tell y'all, them rotainers, and they be filled with water. You'll have so many cases of water on a rotainer, okay? But I did both accounts. There's the dry van account with Dollar General, and then there's the fresh account, which is the freezer stuff, the dairy and milk and yogurts and stuff like that. So when I did the drive-in, I would say on the road, the water is the heaviest. When you got a rotainer filled with water, that's the heaviest. And you're going to be taught to downsize if it's too much for you. You're going to be taught that. You're going to be taught to downsize. You get to that rotainer and it's time for you to take it off the trailer, right? And you realize, like when you get a grip of it and you realize that this is too heavy for me, especially starting out, don't be afraid to downsize. You go ahead and unhook the net from the rotainer. You go ahead and go get you another rotainer, okay? Go get you another rotainer, bring it over, and then start down stacking or downsizing. You know, take some of those cases off, boom, put it on the other one, the other rotainer. Then you'll have like half on this rotainer, half on this rotainer, boom, easy to push. But see, yep, I did that for some time until I was ready to push it on my own, because of course you're building muscle. You know, this is a workout. You don't need to go to the gym, pretty much. You don't need to go to the gym. Look at these gains right here. Boom. Nah, but no, my arms were so small. Look at them now. Like, wow. I couldn't believe it. I gained so much muscle. And yeah, I've been doing it over 6 months. So I gained so much muscle pushing those rotainers, man. And then it's not even just getting them off the trailer. When you have to, the back of the stores, they got a ramp. You have to push these rotainers up the ramp just to get it inside the store. Like, just to get inside the store. Yep. Just to get inside the store. And that's where you want to get your muscle. You sitting there pushing, like, you also want to be taught properly how to push it up. And then you know what? Sometimes you might have to get somebody to help you. Hey. And you know what? And those store managers, they understand. They know. They see you coming and they like, oh no, let me go ahead and help you. And then that's how it is. That's just how it is. I mean, man or woman, you know, if you need help, sometimes they'll come over and help you. But so yeah, that's the Dollar General, the fresh account with all those milks. Ooh, you'll have like 4 gallons of milk on the crate, and then you'll probably have like 30-40 crates on a rotainer. So pushing that. Now the fresh account, you got to keep in mind that when you open that trailer, there's a possibility that the rotainer could be flipped sideways. Yes, this happens. And then you gotta pick it up. You know, go ahead and go get you an empty rotainer and start fixing it up. You know, start getting, when you see it flipped over, you're gonna be like, all right, let me go ahead and go get another rotainer, because you gotta get up in there and get all that stuff. You gotta get all that stuff out, man. I'm trying to tell y'all something. This Dollar General account ain't no joke. If y'all do decide that you want to unload, but yeah. But if you guys want me to talk more about the Dollar General account, like you guys might be a little more interested in what I have to say about it, let me know. So I hope that some of the information that I have given you will help you to get started on being a truck driver, just being in this transportation industry, right? Um, if you guys like the information, please comment below. Let me know what's going on, what you guys think. Let me know what you guys decide. Let me know what trucking schools or what trucking companies you want to go with. Let me know your experience when you get to the truck stops, you know. Just let me know what's going on, guys. You know, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, comment, you know. Do all that is down below, right? So yes, guys, I hope it was helpful for getting the headset too. Again, I really recommend a headset like this. So you don't really have to worry about damaging it. So yes, again, I hope this was helpful for you. Definitely you want to get into trucking, be prepared to travel and meet new people and just have a good time at the end of the day. Okay? Thanks for watching.